Hey, welcome back to TokenTokerz Tuesdayz.
I'm ms.myrcene.
I'm Sativa Sister.
We hope you guys had a fun, safe, and medicated holiday. This is episode 4 on edibles.
Drop top Porsche, rollie on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and I changed the game. Just baby, it's my big bronze boogie, got all them girls shook. My big fat ass got all them boys cooked. Went from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance like, hey. Flexing on the gram like, hey. Hit that Lil Jon, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping and finesse and getting paid.
So today we're going to be talking about dosing. We're basically going to explain where you're at, how much you should take, how long it's going to last, all that good stuff. We're also going to go over our own personal tolerance and experiences, as well as some product reviews.
There's going to be 3 types of users. There's going to be the beginner user, where the dosage is going to start from 5 to 10. Intermediate users are about 20 to 30 milligrams of THC, and then advanced users will be about 50 to 100, and then after that you kind of just build your tolerance up to when you get an effective feeling that you prefer.
How long it takes to affect just depends on the person. Everybody's going to be different because everybody has a different metabolism. So with that being said, the general rule of thumb is you want to wait about 2 hours for fully effect, and then from there you can decide if you need to up your dose or stay at where you're at.
Once you do find out where you are at with the effect will last about, depending on the product and your tolerance, about 2 to 5 hours. Once you do ingest too many milligrams for your body to take, the high can last about 6 to a maximum of 3 days. So just take that in mind. Take it very slow, because some people have to go to the ER, or they're just going to be high for super long, more than they want to be.
Slow and steady wins the race. So as far as, we get a lot of people coming in asking for sativa or indica edibles. In general, when you ingest it, it's going to be a body high. So it's not going to give you that same head high that you'll get if you were hitting a sativa flower or vape. So to say sativa or indica edibles is really kind of more of a gimmick than anything. It's just how much you take that determines how heavy it's going to hit you.
Correct. And it's not really impossible to get a sativa or indica edibles. It's just really rare to find them. If you do find them, it would be called a full spectrum edible. Those are more extracted from those specific sativa strains or indica strains to get that effect. But there's not too much science behind it, since the industry is pretty new. So there's not really much proven to determine if they're really extracting from those specific strains, and if those terpene effects and those traits are really carrying over once you're extracting to make cannabis products. So just take that in mind, that the industry is super new. Everything is from experience and tolerance, so just take that in mind. But if you do see any type of product with a label with terpenes or strains on it, get that, because those are pretty rare, so you can kind of experience and see if it's the same as flower concentrates.
So some of the health benefits to eating edibles is it does last a lot longer as if you're smoking it. So it's really good for people who need basically a stretched out effect to function throughout the day. With that being said, a lot of edibles do tend to be high in like sugar or ingredients that, most people that are trying to live a healthy lifestyle can't consume. So with that being said, you have to try to find like organic edibles. They have dried fruit now that they're coming out with. There's also drinks that are low calorie. And if you're someone who does edibles on a regular, then you'll want to start making your own. I'm coming out with a series soon where I'm going to be creating edible recipes, and that way you can know exactly what's going into your products.
And I'm super excited for that, because during the new year, even before the new year, I have turned over a new leaf, becoming more healthier with what I put in my body, no matter what it is. So it is very important, because with the edibles, it could be a healthy product, but you really don't know how much, you don't know the nutritional facts behind it, how much sugar, calories are in it. So just take that in mind. It's pretty good if you're just starting off, but if you are a regular user, like she said, it's really beneficial to start making your own, so you can determine what's going in your body. Right now, I do like the gummies more for daytime. Those ingredients just because they really go through your digestive tract, are just lighter on my body since I'm a beginner user with edibles. More sedation and relaxation would be a chocolate product or cookie. Anything with chocolate or baked is going to be more sedative just because it's going through your bloodstream, so it's going to add that automatic body high. But since my tolerance is building, I'm kind of able to eat half, like about 5 to 10 milligrams of chocolate and still function. And then I'm able to eat about 10, 15 milligrams of gummies, but I just take it slow because at the end of the day, it's the effect is going to last for that long, and I know how I want to feel and how I need to function and to be comfortable with to go about my day.
So one of the edibles that I've been enjoying lately have been the Brood Buzz. Actually a full spectrum edible like she was talking about. It has about 1,000 milligrams of limonene in it, as well as a couple other things. So something I'm really enjoying, each pod is about 10 milligrams of THC, which obviously you guys know I'm a heavier user. That pretty much doesn't do anything for me. Trike has a 100 milligram honey jar, so I'll add about 50 to 60 milligrams to my tea. Gets me around 70 milligrams, and that's enough to make me feel nice and mellow, relaxed. I'm not too out of it. If I want to feel the full effects of an edible, I have to take around 100 milligrams and above. If I'm trying to have fun, then about 150. But again, everybody's different. That's why I've also had to start making my own edibles, because it's just, she knows, it's just way too expensive.
It's too expensive, and honestly, it's hard to find, especially in a regulated state. It's gonna be hard to find. Actually, in Nevada, it's illegal for dispensaries to sell anything over 100 milligrams per product to a recreational customer. You do have to have a medical card to get a product that's over 100 milligrams. So it's actually hard, kind of impossible to even find edibles if you have a tolerance over 100 milligrams, because then she has to eat a whole chocolate bar, which is a lot of sugar.
Right.
So it doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, just think about it. It's the same thing as food that we eat every day. If you have a diet, like, try to stick to it if it's gonna be an everyday thing for you.
Exactly.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week, episode 5. Almost forgot what episode we was on.
I know, I'm excited. Thank you guys for going on this ride. Episode 5, we're going to teach you guys about the medical benefits of both THC and CBD, and as well as covering
the recreational side, still the medical side. We're all on the same side. It's just we all have different purposes and different views, but we're all need to get on the same page. So episode 5 is a big one. See you then.
Tokerz
out.